and give us the remarks, and also saying hi to the young people that are with us today. Honorable Minister, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Arthur. Ngaramutse. Hello, everyone. I hope we can hear each other. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
It's very exciting to listen to you. You are all excellent. Great ideas. I can't imagine how much I learned. I've been putting notes and notes and notes and notes. So you can imagine how you are educative. I really want to thank you. Very exciting session, very exciting speakers, very inspiring young people. We thank you very much for this moment. And as you rightly said, I feel like everything was said and the young people have done a good job. They are really engaging. They have engaged us instead. Thank you very much. I wish to take this opportunity to thank the organizers, the representative of UNFPA, Mr. Mark Schneider. We thank you very much for doing a good job. Deputy Country Director of Quaker, the Deputy Director General of Mbuto Foundation, the speakers, the young people, and all the partners on this forum. Thank you very much for being there, and we appreciate the work you're doing in your respective fields. And I also want to take this opportunity to wish you a happy International Youth Day. I wish to express my appreciation again to our young, brilliant speakers for their contribution to the conversation today. Hearing your position, learning about your efforts and your commitment is very important and encouraging. And there's a comment that was given by one of the speakers, the gentleman. He said involvement of boys and men is very key, because also they might be having a root cause to one of the challenges, especially, there are many challenges, but one of them is the teen pregnancies. So involvement of the young boys, boys and men is very key. And I like even the gender sensitivity of the panel and all the discussions. I applaud the work you're doing, but also involving parents. As parents, how much are we keeping this as a taboo? Is it still relevant at the moment? I am a mother as well, but in this lockdown is where I got more time to speak to my boys and my girls about, especially about their body. Though you could find time, but this is a moment, everything has a good side and a bad side of it. COVID had a very bad side, but the good part of it is the use of technology. We can access many people at a go. I saw about 70 and more on this platform. And also having time for the parents and the children and the kids at home to speak and communicate, but also engaging in the community. So the challenges we're facing right now or today as young people requires boys, men, parents, community, and faith-based organization. I think she spoke very well, Javel, about the role of the faith-based organization, the church, and everyone involved in the mindset, in the thinking, in the spiritual aspect, how we influence the young people in this field, or make sure that they make the right choices. And particularly in the discussion that we had today was about curbing the teenage pregnancy. As the theme calls for youth engagement for global action, youth engagement for global action, meaning we need to have more young people engaged because there are many challenges that we have globally. And as being the young people, the energy, being the number, the power of your number, it means that we need you acting globally, but starting with your own community. The world, your nation, your communities look up to you as solution providers and leaders of change to the challenges we face collectively today. Today, there are many opportunities. There are many opportunities to tap into and have constructive contribution. The opportunities lies in the policies, laws, and the entire regulatory framework that provides space for the young people. The platform, the spaces that, like this one, are geared towards engaging you to support what you can and what you're capable of, because we believe you have something that you're capable of. And the world, or the way we are created, we complement each other. We don't compete with each other, because everyone has a unique selling proposition. If I go to business, you have something that you own yourselves that you can do better. No one can do it. And another one has something else that they can do better. I cannot be a good comedian and MC like Arthur, but I have something else that I can do. And whatever I do and another one does is we complement each other. very well and make sure that we complement and don't compete. But that complementarity brings out something very good and something, a good blend. Competition is not bad, by the way, young people, but I'm focusing on complementarity. However, today I talked about a lot of opportunities that we have. However, today there are challenges that hinder your ability to optimally utilize your potential. These are a few to mention. Most of them, you've been mentioning them. The growing numbers of teen pregnancies, drug and alcohol abuse, probably we didn't have enough time to discuss about this. Human trafficking, probably we didn't talk about. All these are challenges that are at the doorstep that are waiting to trap the young people. School dropouts and many more. All these affect the promising youth, the promising future of a young person affected. This calls for collective teamwork to ensure all you young people are informed, empowered to make the right choices for your future. There's, I wish to reiterate Imbuto Foundation Triple E. I like it so much. Allow me, Imbuto Foundation, to use this here. I like your Triple E, which is educate, empower, and engage. If a young person is engaged or educated, you have the knowledge, you have the ideas, you have the information, and information is power. You remember everyone was talking about information, access to information. So if you're educated and you have information, that's the power. The second one is to empower you, give you platform, and we engage you. What do you think about it? What can you do? We cannot be everywhere, but when you're there, we are together. So the discussion, the topic today is about engaging the young people for global action. Young Rwandans have a legacy to live up to. You stand on the shoulders of the giants. There is a legacy that you cannot put on hold, that you have to carry forward. It is within your DNA because you're standing on the shoulders of the giants that liberated this nation. In our nation's history, we saw the impact that young people had as a united front. Your choices or their choices, your choices right now can either be positive or negative and affect you individually as well as a nation at large. In our recent past, like I mentioned, 26 years ago, some of you were not born or were very young or small kids. Young people who had made poor choices were mobilized to kill, to destroy, and so they did. However, fortunately, on the other side, another group of young people in Murazizi, but which I can loosely translate or can say that it's resilience means resilient youth, which was a much smaller in size, but with a clear mission, with ideological clarity, with a justifiable cause, set out to end the killing and stop the genocide against Tutsi. We also know there are other groups of young people who took no action when they could do something, but stood on and watched. I want to quote one of the scientists, Albert Einstein, who quoted, this is for you young people, "The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them and do nothing." You are also an accomplice if you just keep quiet and look things. You see gender-based violence and you don't mention it, and yet you have a tool of social media. Everyone is a reporter with social media. You don't have to wait for media to be there. You have your tool and you are a reporter. You can report anything happening in your community. And I've seen it working for young people who are vigilant. I give examples of young volunteers in my community. They saw one of a car, the car that parked nearby. It parked there for 6 hours. I saw it. I did not say anything, but the young people were very vigilant. They kept on saying, "I see this car there for 6 hours. What is it doing?" That kind of second sense, that instinct that says, this must be not normal. The young people reported this, the youth volunteers, and they sent the message with the social media. "This car has been parked here for many hours. Can someone check?" The security came and checked, and there was nothing good about it. So they had to check. So everyone has a role, just even to report. You can change a lot of things. You can impact a lot of things. You can save a lot by using the tool that you have, every day you have, by reporting. Take a picture and send the message. You remember even this campaign that went on, I think that went viral when George in the US, when this hashtag came up, the Black Lives Matters, you remember that came from just a young person who took a picture of what was not right happening, and they sent everywhere and people reacted. If this young person was not there, this gentleman would have died and no one would know and nothing would come out of this. So that means we have a tool that we can use and we have the ability, all is within our hands. I call upon the young people in the world, and especially our young people in Rwanda, that we need more of you, young people, who take action and do what is right. I also call upon you today to use your energy, your knowledge, and the will for actions that impact your communities positively, that you take charge of your lives and create the future we want. We wish to applaud and appreciate again, like Mark said in the beginning, the young people in action, solving challenges, including providing solution during this trying time when we're fighting COVID-19 pandemic. We have seen you doing a lot of work. You recall even the youth, Gumamurugo Youth Challenge, you are showing us what kind of sports you're doing, what kind of skill you have learned, how are you preventing your community, what kind of innovation you have developed. This is exciting. It shows that you can do something with the platform that we have. But also, I think we believe that an idle mind is the workshop of the devil. If you're not doing anything, of course, something bad will come out. People who take you in different bad things will come up. So every time, make sure you're engaged. You can do something. I think one of the speakers mentioned that redundancy is also a problem. Yet you cannot be redundant when there's a lot you can do in your community. Maybe your neighborhood is dirty. Maybe your neighborhood has a lot of grass. You need to cut it down with the young people in your neighborhood. Maybe there's something that you can communicate on social media, how to prevent COVID-19. Maybe you can even create a platform in this Gumamurugo Gahunda ya Nyobanyeshuri when the students are staying at home. Maybe you can even create a platform where you can help each other in science, in mathematics, in physics. Maybe you can grow mushroom in a small space in your community, in your home, where you can do something if you can create an conducive environment in your mind to make sure you're not redundant so that you cannot be used for any other bad things that can impact negatively on your lives and the lives of your community. Your nation has invested into ensuring you have good health. It has invested in education, has invested in health systems. We have security and a conducive environment. Now we look up to you. We might not have done it all. We might have some weaknesses and loopholes where we need to correct and make sure it happens. We cannot even say we have done enough. We still need to do much more. We need your innovation. So we look up to you to contribute in addressing challenges that young people and your communities face. I task you to think about how you can address these challenges. One, how do you address these challenges? First of all, research. Number one, research. You don't need a research paper that can be published. Do a minimal research and understand what is the problem in my own community and find ways to address them. Two, organize yourself with your peers and take action. You can find like-minded people and you do something together. Three, take advantage of the various services put at your disposal. For example, to mention but a few is iAccelerator that we have talked about. If you are an artist, at Rwanda Obuhanzi, if you are a business person, Youth Connect platforms that has created more than 8,000 jobs, and various services, including health services offered at youth centers, youth corners that you have mentioned, the youth platforms that provide voices for the young people, the National Youth Council, and many more that you can also come up, the Afrian and others that can come up. On social media, I have seen youth right now while we're celebrating International Youth Day today. Since 2000, that's when Rwanda started celebrating this. On social media, I'm so glad you can see youth in districts celebrating International Youth Day by participating in school construction. This is wonderful. Bravo. Excellent. They are doing what they can, giving service to the community, constructing schools for themselves, but also for their young brothers and sisters. I also invite you all to join us this afternoon. We're glad to join this webinar this morning, but also you have another session this afternoon that we organize with our partners and Imbuto Foundation and the National Youth Council. It's also going to be virtually celebrating International Youth Day with a theme that we try to craft, and applaud the team that worked on it in Kinyarwanda. It's very excellent in English. We also try to look for something in Kinyarwanda. Njewe mukuba ku Rwanda nisi. My role in the development or developing my country and the nation and the world at large. Njewe mukuba ku Rwanda nisi. Uruhare rwanje ni uruhe. So I really want to applaud this work that you have done. In conclusion, I wish to just our appreciation to our esteemed partners. Koika, wonderful, thank you very much. We've been working together a long journey of your support, your engagement, your involvement. We really appreciate Koika's support, especially where we have, in addition to the partnership we've been having, the launch today of the Koika 2020 Multilateral Cooperation Project, which is going to be implemented in the next 3 years. It's going to be impacting on young people. It's really wonderful. We appreciate the UN family, where we have UNFPA, UNDP, UN Women, all partners along the way in the Joint Youth Program. We appreciate what you're doing. Thank you very much. Imbuto Foundation, we can't say much, but just to say, keep up the good job you're doing. We are also committed as a ministry that probably in the next celebration in 2021, we will be taking stock of what, from the discussion, what have we put into action? And we will be also being challenged by young people, and we'll also be challenging young people to see what can we scale up further in what we've done so far. Partners, we really appreciate what you're doing. As a ministry, your ministry stays committed to supporting young people, working with the various partners to address the National Strategy for Transformation 1 priorities. I thank you very much. I can't say it all, but I appreciate what you're doing and learned a lot, especially every day, make sure you learn something. I learned a lot from the young people. I thank you very much for your partnership, but also for your patience in listening to all this long speech. I thank you and wish you a happy International Youth Day. Have a good day. Thank you. Back to you, MC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And personally, I'm moved by the speech, especially when you go to the complimenting part and it's not a competition. Thank you very much for such kind words. And I'm pretty much sure we are all going to take it at heart. Now, the youth that is following us wherever you are, you got the message. You need to voice out your opinions. You need to get heard. You need to use all your platforms. Don't forget the fact that you are the one who can make the difference, and you are the future of this country, Rwanda, and the entire globe. Now, this is my takeaway message as the youth. Now, as the message to the partners and stakeholders, you need to ensure to engage and make youth participate in every single stage, from planning to implementation, including the community, national, and global level of the conversation. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you very much, UNFPA Representative Mark Grant Schreiner. Thank you very much, Deputy Country Director of Koika. Thank you very much to our partners, Jahaldin from Imbuto Foundation. Thank you very much, the youth that is following. I can see all of you. I can't read all your messages, but I've been looking at your messages, the way you've been engaging. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Today has been a wonderful day. Remember to tweet this, use the hashtags. It's hashtag IYD2020, followed with hashtag IYD2020RDA. And now I'll just say this. My name is Arthur. I was the host of today. If we meet on the street, just say hi. Don't get close because of the period we are in. And just make sure you say hi, though, and say, hey, I saw you today. All right, then. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of the day. I would not finish by saying Happy International Youth Day to you all.
Thank you very much, Arthur. Thank you, Mark.
nka paradizo isi yose we tuzayubaka.
nk'ubu ngubu hari abantu benshi twagenderaga mu kigare cyangwa tukagenda muri kirabaye urumva, ariko ubu muduhaye inyigisho nyinshi ku mpande zombi.